Oh, can't do.
Welcome back to Good Morning Greyhounds for our 2024 Spring Edition. My name is Adeline Barlow, and I'm joined by Kennedy Phelps.
We have a ton of exciting things going on for you guys. This morning includes interviews with UINDY Softball royalty, as well as some interesting activities going on around Indianapolis. But first, why don't we discuss a few trending topics on the entertainment space this week?
As expected, women dominated the 66 Grammy Awards, taking home everything from top honors from the evening to memorable performances.
Taylor Swift made history by becoming the first artist to win Album of the Year 4 times with her album Midnights.
Billie Eilish won Song of the Year and Best Song Written for Visual Media with her song What Was I Made For?
Miley Cyrus also had a star-studded performance as she sang her Grammy-winning song Flowers. It was a massive hit and earned its honors with Best Pop Solo Performance as well as Record of the Year.
For all of our movie lovers, this weekend is One for Love and Horror. Katherine Newton and Cole Sprouse star of the coming-of-age tale Lisa Frankenstein.
Zelda Williams says it was really daunting to make her directional debut with the movie, adding that she was grateful to have such a great team working with her on the movie.
I'm excited to see the movie when it comes in, but another movie that hits the box office this past week is Argylle.
The $200 million movie just made $18 million in the opening weekend.
A question many have asked themselves is how does a movie debut at #1 at the box office still be considered a disappointment?
I guess the only way to find out is for you all to give it a watch and let us know what you think.
Make sure to stay here though, as we will have our first guest on the show shortly.
Emma Donnan, elementary and middle school. Discover the Donnan difference. A school where you can celebrate others. Come together as a community. Be a part of a learning environment where students and teachers are appreciated. Emma Donnan, a culture that can't be beat, that's going onward together. A school filled with love. Emma Donnan.
I love my school.
How about those Nuggets this year, Jace? It sounds like a chip to me.
They ain't going back to back. Ain't no one getting past Boston. They got a super team, man.
All right, Jace, check up. This is the last call. Jace and I head-to-head on football, baseball, basketball, and everything UIndy.
Mondays, 6 p.m. UIndy TV on YouTube.
So Kenzie, this year, your senior year, finishing off as one of the most decorated pitchers in program history, how do you feel about wrapping your softball career here at UIndy, and what are some of your goals you have for the season?
I think that it's definitely becoming bittersweet. I mean, just at morning practice today, it was kind of being a backup behind our infield and just realizing that this is the last year I'll have some experiences with the girls and, you know, just with the coaching staff, and been playing for a while, so it's kind of just bittersweet at this point.
Yeah.
Lexi Reese has opted to use her COVID year and will be back this spring. How has it been like to have her as your catcher for your entire career?
I would definitely say that freshman year, she was a sophomore, she's definitely owns her appearance and is a presence on the field. And freshman year was definitely a little intimidating, but thinking where we're at now in our relationship on and off the field, I wouldn't change it for anything, and I'm so grateful that she had that opportunity, that she took that opportunity, and I could say I would not be the same pitcher if I did not have her as my catcher, for sure.
That's cute.
That's so sweet. When did you actually start playing softball?
So I started when I was 7, started travel ball when I was 7, yeah, and it's now I'm 21,
right.
I'll be 22 when I finish, so it's definitely been a long time, but I mean, I've played sports all my life. My parents played sports, my older sister did, so.
What other sports did you play growing up other than softball?
So I played basketball and I played volleyball in high school, and my coach as well, Coach Frost, came and watched some of the other sports I played, and basketball, where she learned I was a little bit feisty.
Wow.
Definitely was a little bit competitive.
Man, what are the odds of that? Do you growing up, did you enjoy playing softball more? Like, when did you just strictly focus on softball?
I think once like my freshman, sophomore year of high school hit, rules were changing with recruiting processes and stuff like that. And I think softball had just always truly brought like the competitive side out of me. And I liked that. And with pitching comes a lot of control.
Right.
And I like being involved in every aspect of the game and every pitch and stuff like that. So I think once sophomore year, and I was grateful to be a part of a state team as well in high school, and I think that just solidified the bonds and the relationships you create, and just having that pure joy on the field with other people is just something that's unmatched.
Right.
So like, since you're such a leader being a pitcher, how do you focus on your academics outside of softball?
I would definitely say it's a learning process as well. Freshman year, it's a lot of prereqs, so it's on the easier side. Sophomore year, it picked up a little bit. I would say junior was the most difficult, as a nursing major especially, but coaching staff and our professors here, a part of the nursing program, are very well, they work really well with us. So it's nice not to have that much pressure, but it's definitely some long nights and some long days with studying, but it's all worth it at the end. And you know, we got to keep our grades up to be able to play, and that's what we want to do, so it's very nice.
What's your major?
Nursing.
Nurse? Oh, girl,
Yeah,
you
so.
really have it to where you have to balance.
Yeah, so a
Wow.
lot of hours. I mean, they got 12-hour clinical shift
I was just about
tomorrow.
to ask that, yeah.
So, yeah, and then we'll be on our way to play our first tournament, so.
Yay, that sounds good. So I know typically this could be like an out of the ballpark question, but do you have like a pre-game music song you listen to before you hit the field?
I would say yes, but no. I listen to music more of soothing, calm, like country music prior to, kind of just to relax myself. But we do have a set playlist for every home game at least, and so usually it's just listening to that stuff. But yes, it's usually slow, more relaxing country music for sure.
So like, talking about music, do you have a walk-up song?
I do.
Oh.
Like, I'm trying to think about what I put for this year because we like chose it back in the fall. I've done the song from Great Gatsby. That's like, I don't even know the words. Can't even think of it. I did a song by Khalid last year. I did Snappy Fingers, did that one.
Oh, nice.
And this one, yeah, I'm not quite sure. I forget what I put down. But I usually try to do something more upbeat.
I was just about to say that, yeah.
Especially for home, because it kind of gets, I want everybody to kind of get excited. So trying to choose something with a little more beat to it, a little more happy.
That's
Happy
fun.
vibe.
Do you have a favorite music artist like that you typically like?
I'm kind of all over the place when it comes to music. You click on my playlist, you're going to hear Zach Bryan, Warren Zevers, Luke Combs, and then the next song could be Drake, could be Lil Wayne. I'm kind of like all over the place.
Every single genre.
90s music, I mean, Nickelback. So, but I would think most of the time I lean more towards country. Been recently listening to a lot of Warren Zevers, so that's kind of been it lately.
So you mentioned you like music. What else do you do when you're not on the field?
Study. A lot of days and nights in library. Recently I've tried to take on some baking stuff in my free time. A lot of trial and error, you know, sometimes not very good, other times it's really good. So I think trying to find things in new love, realizing that softball is coming to an end sadly, trying to find those things, you know, that bring back that excitement that I always get and I've always had for softball. I think that's what I'm trying to explore kind of right now.
Nice. What are you planning on wanting to do after you graduate?
So I currently work at Riley Children's Hospital. I started there in June, and so I work as a patient care assistant there. I'm also doing my capstone there. So right now, it's kind of up in the air. I definitely love the pediatrics world. I love kids, love putting a smile on their face and vice versa. So definitely where my heart is, I think, but it's also trying to find what I enjoy the most.
Right.
So we'll see. Kind of looking at some options.
Yeah, fair enough.
I love Riley Hospital. I think it's very cool that you work there. Do you plan on like sticking at Riley for a while?
As of now, yes. I plan to try to give myself a little bit of break after school and after softball to kind of, travel a little bit. I'm a big concert person, so I'll probably be going to some concerts this summer. Kind of give myself that break, and then I plan on start working. So I would say yes, I would stay at Riley, but my sister works at Community Health, and that's another option, I think. So just kind of seeing what the best fit is for me, and again, that is also trial and error, so we'll see.
Yeah.
Right. Are you from around here? Like, are you close to Indy?
Yeah, so I went to Decatur Central High School,
Okay.
so it's like 15 minutes from here, which was one of the factors in deciding also to come here, just with knowing that my family could come to almost all the games and see me, or if I needed to go home, or if some emergency happened, that was always an option, that I could just, hit the road and go on the interstate,
Right.
465, 15 minutes and be home, so.
Right. Do your parents support you and your softball dreams? Have they always really?
Yeah, my dad played at Lincoln Trail and then Missouri State baseball.
Oh, wow.
And then my mom played JUCO as well. So yeah, they've always been super supportive, and I think it's something that all of us can bond on, which is really nice as a family. We're very competitive, which sometimes
Right.
is not well, but
Right.
we're playing like games at the house, and it's like, are you kidding me? But I think, it's just created that common love in our family, and it's amazing, and love them, so.
Awesome.
Well, we're back on the subject of your softball career. How does it feel to be a 3-time All-American?
I definitely try to block myself sometimes from the accolades and the outside noises, because to me, I do try to give a lot of credit to my other teammates, because without them scoring 13 runs in a game, or without them, having my back on the field, I wouldn't be able to even be in the talk or running for some of those opportunities. But I think it's amazing just as, I don't know, it's just kind of a weird feeling. I'm not really a big attention person, so just sometimes when those things do come out, it's more of like a, okay, thanks. I don't know what to say, but I'm very grateful for them, and I think it's just awesome to be a part of this team as well. So.
Awesome.
Well, absolutely, that takes incredible talent. But make sure to stick around after this. We will be right back talking more to Coach Frost.
So the overall mission here at Flanner House, Indy, is to help with the development and growth, the self-efficiency and self-sufficiency of the near northwest side of Indianapolis. When the AA closed in the area, that left the near northwest side a food desert. So Brandon Cosby, the executive director of Flanner House, started with the Flanner House Farms, where they grow fresh produce organically for the neighborhood around. And then later on down the line, Cleo's came about. So we're here to help with the sustainability of getting fresh food at cheap prices to the locals around. Black owned, black ran. That's the gist of Cleo's for the most part.
Our second guest this morning is UINDY Softball head coach Melissa Frost.
Welcome to the show, Coach Frost. How are you doing this morning?
I'm doing fantastic. Thanks so much for having me.
Beautiful. How does it feel coming up on your 20th year being head coach for the UINDY softball team?
I think it's a different feeling, because people tell me, they're like, how does it feel to be here for 20 years? And I don't know that I really feel like that I've worked a day in my life here.
Really?
The University of Indianapolis is someplace that is home to me. It's family. It's a situation that I'm surrounded by great people, great coaches, great department, and I think it makes my job very easy on a daily basis. And obviously I'm surrounded by a great group of girls that it's a job that I enjoy, I thrive at. I work just as hard for them as they work for us. And so I think it's one of those things that I can't believe I've been here for 20 years,
Right.
but Indy's my home. So.
Why did you end up choosing UINDY to coach?
It was an opportunity. I was at a different institution. An opportunity came about, and I was blessed to work under Dr. Sue Willey for 17 and a half of my 20 years here, and just to have a great mentor like she is, and then just the accessibility of the city. I mean, I love the city. I love the NCAA, piece of it downtown, and just all the things there are to do in the city. And so I kind of had the best of both worlds, professionally and personally.
Oh, lovely.
What's your background in softball? Like, did you grow up playing, or like, what's your love for softball? What's like the root of it?
Yeah, I did. I grew up playing. I was very fortunate to have an older sister that was an athlete as well. And then my dad was a longtime football coach and softball coach at my high school. So he played fast pitch in the Air Force, and it kind of got me in it. But my older sister, I was the little gym rat and the softball field rat that just followed her around and got into it. And played at a small high school in Ohio, and then went on to play at Marsh University, and then I was blessed enough to play in the Pro League for the Akron Racers.
Oh, that's awesome.
So we know softball is such a big part of your life, but what do you do outside of being a coach?
This time of the year, very little. From January to June, it's hit the ground running. It's every week we're preparing for the next opponent and just making sure the team is ready, but also that we're doing our work on the back end to scout the opponents that we have. But certainly in the summer, I love spending time with David, and I love spending time with my two puppies, and anything really outdoors and anything sportsy, that's where you'll find me.
What kind of dogs do you have?
I have two little boxers.
Oh my goodness. What are their names?
Okie and Lily.
Oh, your dog's
so
so
sweet.
I love that.
Yeah.
That's so sweet.
What's your life when in off season? Like, do you have any hobbies? Like, what do you like to do when it's off season?
Sure. I think I like to run a little bit. We also have a boat, so we like to boat. But we'll go to the Indians game downtown. We like the Colts. Anything we can do to support other teams here, that's where you'll find us, whether it's home football or volleyball or lacrosse or whatever it may be. We want to get out and about and support the Hounds.
Right.
So we talked to Kenzie about her preparation for game day and her music. Do you have a routine?
I do. I try to get some sleep. Never happens. My routine is usually I'm up all hours of the night. But when we go into the weekend, like the teams that will play this weekend, we'll probably watch, I would say 20 to 30 at bats on every hitter within the lineup. And so a lot of time watching film, a lot of time just preparing our hitters for what they're going to see with the pitching we're going to be facing. And so it's just a lot of work on the back end, even before we get into practice. And I think that's the big piece of it. So very little sleep this time of the year, but I think it's a payoff. I know that our girls work hard on the field, and we're doing our work on the back end to prepare them for it. And so we want to make sure every I is dotted and every T is crossed, and just do the best we can to put them in the best possible position to win.
Absolutely.
So what drove you to wanting to coach specifically like D2 softball? Was it like your experience in being so connected to softball growing up, or like what would you say, like in your own words?
I think the biggest thing was I just got into it and I wanted to coach. And once I fell in love with the University of Indianapolis, and as I mentioned, Dr. Sue Willey, she really opened some avenues and some doors for me. And I think that I realized with being a Division II powerhouse as University of Indianapolis across the board in all sports, you're given the best of both worlds here. You're given the opportunity to succeed academically and athletically. And I think that's something that I love is that, as Kenzie mentioned earlier, she's a nursing student, and there's some institutions and softball programs that don't allow that to happen, and that's something that's doable here. And that's one of the reasons that I think I love it. I like the idea of being at a top caliber Division II institution and program. And I think year in and year out that's what we have built with this program here is just somebody that's going to compete and be in the hunt for a national championship every year.
Lovely. A bit change of gears.
Okay.
If you had to choose a walk-up song today,
oh boy,
what would your song be?
I'm a little bit like Kenzie. My playlist is all over the place. Oh gosh, I don't know. That would be a tough one. I mean, I'm everything from George Strait to, as Kenzie mentioned, a couple other, Nicki Minaj, things like that. I'm a little bit all over the place, so that would be a tough one.
So I read online that you were the 6-time GLVC Coach of the Year. That's impressive. And how does that make you feel as a coach?
I think it makes me ecstatic for the reason of it's not a GLVC Coach of the Year award. It's a Coaching Staff of the Year award. It's a team award. Without the hard work and the dedication of the players and of our staff, that never happens. I think the success, those awards are a byproduct of the success and the hard work that those around me put in, and I think that I've just been fortunate to surround myself with the right people and the hardworking people that I have on staff, and I think that's just been the key to our success.
All right. On here it says that you have a 450 win seasons under your belt here at UINDY. How does that make you feel, and what was like the preparation of getting to that point?
We need to get to 60. I think that's our goal. I mean,
Yeah.
Coach Farrell and I were just having that conversation yesterday. Like we feel like we can get to 60, and I think it's just something that we look at as, this program is about winning, and it's winning on the field and off the field. But certainly, we like to get it done on the field, and
Right.
I think that I'll go back to it again. I think the hard work is the winning's the byproduct of that, and just really what the program and the culture is about. And we have a one hound mentality, and that's so that we break it down almost every day of practice into one hound. And I think that all the wins come from the behind the scenes of the one hound work.
Well, I'm trying to think. There's so much more I could say. I just think it's really impressive to have that many wins 4 seasons.
Thank you.
So,
It really is.
so you expect 60?
We hope so.
All right. Well, thank you so much for joining us. We'll be right back.
Are you feeling alone in your faith? UINDY Catholic gives you an opportunity to get involved in a religious community on campus, providing sacramental needs and fellowship for prospective students and giving you a sense of belonging.
We just want you guys to know that God loves you, He delights in you, and He's in awe of you, and we would love to meet you. So you should come on out.
UINDY Catholic, a community for you.
For children who may have high-functioning autism, may have ADHD, processing challenges, working memory issues, sensory integration issues, those types of challenges. It's a place where human beings are valued, children are respected. It's a progressive school that takes a hands-on approach to education.
Welcome to our interactive segment of the show. For today's segment, we have a quick softball popular trivia game for our guests, including songs and pop culture trivia involving that.
Okay, so for question number 1, which singer is known for Shape of You and Thinking Out Loud?
I'll let you guess first.
No idea.
Ed Sheeran.
Okay.
Beautiful. Okay, the popular animated series SpongeBob SquarePants is set in the fictional underway city of.
I did not watch SpongeBob. I'm sad to say.
You didn't watch SpongeBob?
Ever?
No.
Really?
not
Was
a
it just like a
SpongeBob.
reason why you just didn't watch SpongeBob?
Well, I just had an older sister, so I feel like it was always
Oh.
Disney Channel, Wizards of Waverly Place.
Oh, yeah.
A lot of Scooby-Doo, a lot of Tom and Jerry.
Oh,
I did
that's
not
good.
watch SpongeBob, so I'm sorry.
That's fair.
Coach Ross, do you
I'm
know?
going to say the answer because I saw it on the teleprompters. Bikini Bottom.
Fair enough. It's okay.
No idea. I've
I
never
know
watched.
the pineapple industry, but I do not know the
That's valid.
Bikini Bottom sounds fair.
So the next question, in the 1994 film Forrest Gump, the main character famously said, "Life is like a box of blank."
Chocolates.
Do you guys like Forrest Gump? Did you guys like that movie?
Mm-hmm.
I do.
I had to watch it in U.S. history when I was in like high school. I was like, oh, this is so good.
You know, I've never seen Forrest Gump.
Really?
Ever.
Oh my gosh, I feel like
I've
that's a
never seen
classic.
it.
Which 90s girl group gave us the hit Waterfalls and No Scrubs?
I know.
TLC.
Yes.
Yes,
TLC,
ma'am.
Good job.
She's on one of my shows a lot.
Who won the Best Album of the Year at the 2024 Grammys?
Taylor Swift. Yeah.
Yes,
Are you guys Swifties?
I don't have anything against her. I just have never. I liked her country music. When she switched, I liked a couple of like the first ones, and then
Right.
I was just like, yeah, I'm not like a
Right.
full on Swift.
Right, that's so
Have
valid.
the
Like, you
bracelets,
just enjoy
nothing,
the
no.
songs, but you just like keep like her from a distance.
Yes.
Yes.
Exactly. Fair
Her
enough.
oldies are goldies. I love
I
her
would agree
older
with that.
music. So,
All right. Well, that is all we have for today. Thank you for joining us on our popular culture game, and thank you again to Coach Frost and Kenzie for joining us today. We had a good time, and okay.
When we come right back, we will have a very special event on campus going on you won't want to miss.
Emma Donnan, elementary and middle school. Discover the Donnan difference. A school where you can celebrate others. Come together as a community. Be a part of a learning environment where students and teachers are appreciated. Emma Donnan, a culture that can't be beat, that's going onward together. A school filled with love. Emma Donnan.
I love my school.
How about those Nuggets this year, Jace? It sounds like a chip to me.
They ain't going back to back. Ain't no one getting past Boston. They got a super team, man.
All right, Jace, check up. This is the last call. Jace and I head-to-head on football, baseball, basketball, and everything UIndy.
Mondays, 6 p.m. UIndy TV on YouTube and Xfinity Stream Channel 1096.
So the overall mission here at Flanner House, Indy, is to help with the development and growth, the self-efficiency and self-sufficiency of the near northwest side of Indianapolis. When the Double Eights closed in the area, that left the near northwest side a food desert. So Brandon Cosby, the executive director of Flanner House, started with the Flanner House Farms, where they grow fresh produce organically for the neighborhood around. And then later on down the line, Cleo's came about. So
one of our goals for Good Morning Greyhounds is to showcase some of the awesome things that happen in and around campus, as well as the heart of Indianapolis.
And that is why we will be bringing you our weekly cultural spotlight.
Hi, my name is Dylan Euler with UINDY TV here on Good Morning Greyhounds. I'm going to be taking you with me here at Eagle Creek Park, just outside the Earth Discovery Center, to check out the Valentine's Day Trail. And here we are, right outside of the Earth Discovery Center, the beginning of the My Punny Valentine's Day Trail. Let's head in. As you can see, this trail is not terribly difficult to hike as long as you got a decent pair of shoes, and there's tons of these little signs here and all the way down the trail, about 40 of them, with different little puns about your significant others and special someones this Valentine's Day. And these here are just a few of my favorite signs that I saw along the trail, very funny to me. And when we get to the end here of the trail, you're going to see this big, beautiful open area with tons of picnic tables. You can bring some food with you and enjoy a nice meal after this hard work. The trail's not too long, just about half a mile. Be sure to come visit Eagle Creek Park and the Pine Oak Trail. The Valentine's Trail is up with all these signs until February 19th. Back to you in the studio.
Hi guys, so with recently now coming up in almost a week now, a week from today, we have Valentine's Day coming up, and I have something fun here at the University of Indianapolis. So here also we have on the comm department is UIndy Radio and WICR. We are doing a Valentine's Day promotion, so where if you want to send a cute little love note to someone and have it play over air, we have flyers and everything around campus, and we're going to post something on our Instagram to where you can scan a QR code and pick a time, and you can send a little love Valentine on air.
Are you doing anything for Valentine's Day, Kennedy?
I am actually. My best friend had got us tickets, and I'm going to see Matt Rife.
Oh, that's going to be fun.
Yeah, so that is something fun to do. And other than that, really, I don't really have any plans. Probably going to go out to dinner with my boyfriend the next day. That's not Valentine's Day.
Well, that's fun. I'm going out to Valentine's Day with my ex-boyfriend.
Oh, that's always fun.
So we're going out to dinner.
Yay.
But
where are you guys going to go out to dinner?
I don't really know.
Oh, really?
We haven't decided.
See, I never know where to go out in Indianapolis because I'm just not from here. But do you think you're going to send a little Valentine's Day from WICR?
I will put one on WICR.
That's what I like to hear. Yay, because I want to read yours on air. I really
Adel
would like
Barlow to her ex-boyfriend.
To her ex-boyfriend. Yay. But, and...
Well, tomorrow, are you going to be tuning